Hello and welcome to the Home Business Radio Network. I'm Melanie Militix, coming to you from beautiful sunny Florida. And on our show, we talk about how to integrate your online marketing with your offline network marketing model to make truly life-changing income in today's marketplace. And today I'm going to talk to you about a concept I think of as 3 strikes, you're out. And it's absolutely something that's going to save your sanity, and it's going to keep you in phase 1. That is continuing to grow your business and sponsor more people into your network marketing company. So let's talk about what 3 strikes you're out really means. Essentially, it helps you to get your long distance prospects that you got started online up and running fast. And it gives you a way to keep most of the people who don't necessarily move as fast, to keep them in the loop. So first things first, let's talk about what we actually do when we enroll a long distance contact, right? And what we do to help them to get their business up and running fast. First of all, one of the first things you need to do as their sponsor is to let them know what the accurate expectation they should have of you and your time as their mentor, as the person who's going to make sure that they have all the tools that they need to succeed in their business, but what that actually means to them and to you. So you want to give them, for example, it's very useful if you say, our company or our team, we have what we call our 30-day fast track. And this is what it works out to be. And you give them a list of the things that they're expected to do so that they are moving their business forward and they're moving into action and fast. So on that first initial conversation where you're helping them to establish their business, you should be able to click them into some training that your company has. And that's the nuts and bolts. There's no question that that is the most important thing, that they get the skills related to using that system in place and fast, or at least that they start to practice them and they do them at some level, right? There's no question that that's important. But here's the thing. If you are working with somebody who's long distance, and it's such a different dynamic from working with somebody that you met and you can sit down across from them and look at them in the eye and you can get them started in your business and they can see straight to you, to your heart, to know that your intention for them is for them to succeed. They know it. It's obvious just because they're sitting with you. When you're working with somebody long distance, you do not have that privilege. You must establish the relationship on the phone, and you need to do that. And I can give you a framework of a conversation that's going to help you to do that. Over time, though, it's really it's going to be about you connecting with people and learning how to get these really golden nuggets to get their heart over the phone, and then to work with them to help them to achieve their goals based on what is in their real why and their real heart. So let's talk. I'm going to give you a couple of things that are going to help you to give a framework for that initial conversation. And believe me, these things are going to help you to help that person to get their business started faster. Because, it's the first thing, most important thing you must do is you must get their real why from them. And you hear this all the time, and it's banter back and forth. If you don't have somebody's real why, you don't have their buy-in, then that's why they're not moving forward. And you think that you have gotten their why, or that they know their why. But here's the thing. If you don't really know your person's why, then at some level, they may not be thinking it, but at some level inside of them, they know you don't know their real reason why. And every time you ask them to do something that's in their best interest to build their business, they're feeling like you want them to do it for you. Because when they do something, it builds your business. It makes you money. So I hope you get that. If you don't know somebody's real why, then every time you ask them to do something to build their business, they feel like it's because you want them to build their business, not because they want to build their business. So you really have to establish what is their real why. And you need to drill down for people, because sometimes people don't know. You know, people may think they wanted to start this home-based business because they want to get out of debt, or they saw something about the compensation plan that appealed to them, or there was something, and it's very superficial. It's very much on the surface. But we all know, after doing this, that if you don't know your real why, then in most cases, on the days when you're just not feeling like doing this thing, you're grumpy, angry, sleepy, stressed, no time, all these things, all these reasons that we all can put something, you know, we can procrastinate on our home-based business. We won't work the business unless our why is really so big that you're going to do this no matter what. So you need to find out what that thing is. And you need to know that what that real why is of each and every person that you bring on the team. And sometimes in the initial conversation, you'll think you have it and you won't. You'll have to work on that. And over time, they may really reveal it to you. But this is crucial, okay? So the first thing you want to do is you really need to get their why. And the second thing is it's an easier, but it's a conversation that goes something like this. So, okay, so you started with us. You started as a distributor with the company. What is your goal? Are you looking for supplemental income, or are you looking to leave your profession, whatever it is they do? Sometimes people need to work their initial goal is simply not to work overtime or not to work that second job. So find out, ask them exactly what the monetary income is that they need to make in order to get to that first small goal. And then get their larger goal if their goal is to replace their income. And here's what you do. You say, okay, so if you want to stop working overtime, or if you want to stop working that second job, you need to make, let's say it's, an extra $2,000 a month. Give them the exact rank that equates to in your business. Tell them, okay, well, then we need to get you to this level in your business, and we'll be able to, work less time. Does that sound like a goal that you're ready to work towards? Absolutely, yes. Excellent. Okay, so then you've got their commitment. And you need to explain to them that their habits must align with their goals. So this is where your company's system and the actual tasks that you need to do to build your business come into play. So you explain, okay, so in our training, we've told you that this is what you must do to build your business. So your habits must align with your goals, and we need to book out your calendar. So this is where you work with your brand new person, you get their calendars out, and you actually help them to book their calendars with the activities that they must do to build their business. Now, it's up to you also to make sure that they have the scripts down and all of these things. But here's where it is important. You explain to them that you are committed to them. And they've got this time frame. They've got this 30-day window, right? At first, you're going to do it for them. You're going to be making calls for them, working on the scripts for them, and you're going to do it with them. And ultimately, they're going to go and they're going to run and they're going to do it on their own, right? And they're just going to go and they're going to build their business, and they're just going to check in with you periodically. They're going to hand you their brand new people who they've enrolled, and they're going to, everybody's just going to go and run, right? Wrong. Sorry. Unfortunately, in the real world of network marketing, it's about an 80-20 rule, right? I'm sure you've heard the 80-20 rule. Jim Rohn, just from my heart, I'm so thankful for his teaching on the 80-20 rule. But the fact is, like 80% or more of the people that you enroll online are not going to run. So you must use what we call the 3-strike rule. So over that 30 days, you've got 3 opportunities for them to actually step up and do the tasks that are related to the system that your company has in place. You give them 3 sessions on the phone. On the second session, you may want to bring in your upline so that they can help you to, perhaps find something about this person that's going to help them to do what they actually said they wanted to do. But ultimately, they've got 3 opportunities. And if on the third call that you make for them, that they aren't, their calendar, they're just simply not doing the tasks that need to be done, there's a conversation that goes something like this. Say, you know what? I know your time is valuable, as is mine. And that's why I have to leave my calendar open for the people who are willing to book, XYZ. And so I want to remind you that the door is always open and my phone is always waiting for you to call when you're ready to book XYZ, right? Get it? But remember, would stay plugged in. And this is where you have to plug 80% of your team into the group stuff. Okay? You've got company corporate calls. You may have a Facebook group. Remind them. You may have team training calls or webinars. This is where you have to make sure that your people who are in the 80% are plugged into something. Because you never want them to just completely go away. You want to be able to invite them to events. This is the most important thing you can do for your team, because events are where the people, if they're going to wake up, if they're going to run with this, they're going to do it more likely to do it after attending an event. So make sure that you do reach down to your people, especially long distance people. Events are so important for forming culture, team culture, the whole thing. Events will blow up your business. Incredibly important. So why are you using the 3-strike rule and setting accurate expectations? Because if you don't, you are at serious risk for burnout. And you might be burnt out if you are hesitating to enroll anyone because you feel like your new people are going to drain you and they're not going to succeed. Okay, if you're in network marketing, you need to stay in phase 1 and you need to keep recruiting. You need to keep sponsoring brand new people and putting them through the first, essentially the first 30-day fast track. The same rules apply whether you're doing it online or offline, but I promise you, if you will apply the 3-strike rule, accurate expectations, and then the 80-20 rule, which means that you need to spend 80% of your time with the 20% of your organization that will go to work and work hard like you will blow up your business. So please watch out for burnout. Make sure that you are staying in phase 1 and always helping the people who get started with you to get started properly. But just know that most are going to end up in your group training while you're going to focus on the 20% who are going to run their business and work fast. Because slowing down is something that you never, ever want to do in your home-based business. So keep recruiting, keep advertising, keep sponsoring, keep putting people into your business model, and know that that is going to absolutely explode your business. I sincerely hope that implementing the 3-strike rule and accurate expectations helps you to build your business in a more focused and productive manner, and that it helps you to avoid burnout, because I'm telling you, these are some of the most powerful things that we were able to use in our business model. Because, when you market online and you have lots of enrollments, it's very, very easy to meet the point of burnout. All right. I'm Melanie Militix. Stick with me, and I'm going to share with you the exact skills that you need to make more money in today's market by combining online and offline network marketing. You can find me on the web at melaniemilitix.com. Click on the Home Business Radio Network tab and send me a message. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you want to hear next time on the show. And until then, you've got to dream big.